Welcome to day 1 of the 62-day Graphics and Multimedia course. Today's topic is Introduction to Graphics and Multimedia, Scope and Applications. In this session, we will explore what graphics and multimedia really mean, why they are important, and how they shape the world around us. By the end of this class, we will be able to define what graphics and multimedia are, understand their key components, and identify how they are used across different industries. We will also look at the workflow behind multimedia projects and understand how visuals and interactivity enhance communication and learning experience. Let's begin with graphics. Graphics are simply visual representations of information or ideas. They help us communicate concepts more clearly and creatively. We see them everywhere in logos, posters, app icons, and even video game environments. Graphics can be static like an image or dynamic like a moving animation. Now, graphics mainly come in two types, raster and vector. Raster graphics are made up of pixels, tiny colored dots that form an image. When we zoom in, we will notice the picture gets blurry or pixelated. Vector graphics, on the other hand, are made up of mathematical paths and curves. They stay sharp and clean no matter how much we scale them up or down. That's why vectors are used in logos and icons, while rasters are used for photos and paintings. Moving on, what is multimedia? Multimedia is a combination of different types of media like text, images, audio, video, and animation, all working together to communicate a message. For example, think of an educational video on balconies. It might include narration, visuals, animations, and sound effects, making it far more engaging and memorable than plain text. Multimedia consists of five key elements. First, text, which gives meaning and structure. Second, images, which provide visual impact. Third, audio, which adds emotion or explanation. Fourth, video, which shows real world motion and context. And finally, animation, which brings visuals to life and guides the viewer's attention. Together, these create an immersive experience. So, where is multimedia used? Practically everywhere. In education, it powers e learning platforms and interactive simulations. In marketing, it drives social media campaigns and advertisements. In entertainment, it forms the backbone of movies and games. Web design, healthcare, and corporate training also depend heavily on multimedia for visualization, communication, and learning. Every multimedia project follows a specific workflow. It begins with conceptualization, developing the idea and writing scripts. Next comes design, where visuals and layouts are created. Then we move to development, where elements like audio, video, and animation are integrated. After that, we conduct testing to ensure everything works smoothly. And finally, we reach delivery, pushing the project on a chosen platform. To create multimedia, professionals use a range of tools. For raster editing, we use Adobe Photoshop. For vector illustration, Illustrator or CorelDRAW. Video editing is done in Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. For 3D animation, tools like Blender are popular. And for web or interactive content, designers often use Figma or Unity. Each tool has its own purpose in the creative process. Why is multimedia so powerful? Because it captures attention and improves memory retention. Studies show that visual content is processed tens of thousands of times faster than text. Multimedia also enhances storytelling, combining visuals, voice, and motion to evoke emotions and understanding. It's a driving force behind AR and VR experiences, online education, and digital marketing today. Just imagine reading an article about volcanoes versus watching a 3D animation of one erupting. Which would you remember more? Let's do a quick activity. Think of 5 examples of multimedia we use daily, maybe YouTube, Instagram, and or an educational app. Identify what types of media they include, text, audio, video, or animation, and discuss why they engage you more than plain text. This will help you see how deeply multimedia is woven into our daily life. Time for a short quiz to check your understanding. What are the 5 elements of multimedia? What's the difference between raster and vector graphics? Name 3 industries that rely on multimedia. Why is multimedia more engaging than plain text? And finally, name one tool used in multimedia creation. You can pause here and try to answer before continuing. Here's your first assignment. Create a one-page report or a short presentation titled Multimedia in My Daily Life. List 5 examples of multimedia you interact with. Describe what media elements they use and their purpose. For example, a YouTube tutorial combines video, audio, and text captions to make learning more effective. This exercise will help you understand multimedia in real-world contexts. To summarize, graphics are the foundation for visual communication. Multimedia combines graphics, sound, and motion to create interactive and immersive experiences. It's used across industries for storytelling, education, and engagement. Understanding these basics lays the foundation for everything we will explore in the upcoming sessions, from design to animation and beyond. In the next class, we will dive deeper into types of graphics, raster versus vector. We will learn how each type works, where to use them, and why understanding their differences is essential for every designer. See you in day 2 and thank you for your attention.